Recording active. Identity verification. Archivist. Clearance level 4. Today, we unseal the file on Incident 39-09. The public refers to this event as the commencement of the Second World War. I must reiterate for the record, the following data is stripped of nationalistic propaganda. This is a reconstruction of the raw timeline from the final week of August and the first days of September 1939. An autopsy of the moment the world tipped into total failure. We begin our analysis on August 23, 1939. The geopolitical baseline destabilizes here. In Moscow, a document is signed that intelligence agencies at the time deemed a statistical impossibility, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, ideological polar opposites, agree to a non-aggression treaty. Publicly, they promise peace, but it is the document's secret protocol that concerns this archive. They effectively carved up Eastern Europe between them. Poland was placed on the dissection table. From this timestamp forward, invasion was no longer a probability. It was a mathematical certainty. Hitler had secured his eastern flank. The mechanism was armed. Fast forward to the night of August 31st, 1939. Location: Gleiwitz, on the German-Polish border. This is the execution of Operation Himmler, a textbook false flag operation designed to manufacture consent. At 2000 hours, SS operatives, dressed in Polish uniforms, stormed the German radio tower in Gleiwitz. They broadcast a short anti-German message in Polish. To make the scene credible for the international press, they require biological evidence. They leave a body at the entrance. The victim is Franciszek Honiak, a German farmer known to sympathize with Poland. He had been arrested the previous day by the Gestapo. In internal logs, he is referred to as Konserve, canned goods. He was drugged, transported to the site, and executed to serve as a prop. This was the fabricated casus belli, a world war built on a lie and one dead man. Timeline: September 1st, 1939, 04:45 hours. Diplomacy expires. The kinetic phase initializes. In the harbor of Danzig, the German battleship Schleswig-Holstein opens fire on the Polish transit depot at Westerplatte. The impact of 280mm shells marks the official start of Fall Weiss, Case White. Simultaneously, 1.5 million German troops breach the border from the north, west, and south. This is not warfare as observed in 1914. This is the introduction of a new doctrine. The Luftwaffe conducts immediate strikes on Polish airfields. The town of Wielen is bombed at 4:40 hours, 5 minutes before the naval shelling. There was no military target. The first structure destroyed was a hospital. 75% of the town is erased. Polish defensive lines engage, but they are strategically encircled. The United Kingdom and France, guarantors of Polish sovereignty, transmit a final ultimatum to Berlin: withdraw or face a state of war. Hitler ignores the transmission. He is gambling on the hypothesis that the Allies, as they did in Munich in 1938, will remain passive.
This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
Date: September 3rd, 1939, 11:15 hours. The containment breach is total. France issues their declaration 6 hours later. What began with a signature in Moscow and a staged murder at a radio tower has now escalated into a global catastrophic scenario. The great powers are activated. Incident 39-09 will not conclude until it has claimed an estimated 70 to 85 million lives. Let this file serve as a reminder. Facts are malleable, borders are fluid, and peace is merely a temporary suspension of violence. File closed.